Hi and welcome to Bikerheadz. My name's Ed and today we're on to Rukka Kalix 2.0. Okay, so the Rukka Kalix jacket. New concept from Rukka. So I'm going to talk you through it, all the features of the jacket from the inside to the outside. We're going to go through the armour and the Gore-Tex and the materials they use. So let's start off with Gore-Tex. The most important part of any waterproofing jacket is the membrane. So Rukka will only use on textile product Gore-Tex membranes to do their waterproofing. The only jacket they use that doesn't have that is the leather, because Gore don't work with leather anymore, they only work with textiles. So Rukka, Gore-Tex, absolutely synonymous with each other, but why do Rukka use Gore-Tex? For simple reasons. First of all, it is the most waterproof membrane on the motorcycle market. What I mean by that is it takes the most pressure before it starts to leak. And motorcycling is the hardest thing you can do with a jacket. There's nothing harder. You can't, skiing, walking, any of that is easy for a membrane to cope with. When you're on a motorcycle, you might be doing 70, 80, 90 in Germany miles an hour. The water's sitting on the front of the jacket, that wind is trying to push that moisture through the product. With Gore, it's guaranteed for motorcycle use. So this has been tested as a motorcycle product. That membrane is going to withstand the waterproofing. So it's the most waterproof membrane on the market. It's the most breathable membrane on the market. What you've got here is standard Gore-Tex 2-layer. That means it's the most breathable apart from the Gore-Tex Pro that you'll see in jackets like Navala. It's the most breathable, so you're going to be the most comfortable within the product. The way it breathes, as you get warmer, you produce moisture. Your body then pushes the moisture through the membrane and out the other side of the jacket. So as you get more moisture inside the jacket, the more it breathes and the more moisture comes out. So it's super breathable as well. It's also the most durable membrane on the motorcycle market. So it's completely inert. It's completely resistible to acids and alkalis. So if you get fuel coming out of the breather on your fuel tank, if you get road grime, salt, that's not going to affect the membrane within these products. So your jacket's going to stay waterproof, stay breathable, and do the job it's meant to do. Finally, it's machine washable and tumble dryable. So you've got a fully washable and tumble dryable membrane, which I'll come on to later. So that's your Gore-Tex product within this. One other aspect of this Gore. So even though it's not a pro shell jacket like, as I say, Navala, it is still a Gore-Tex 2-layer laminated product. The advantages of that are, when the Gore-Tex is laminated to the back of the face material, which in this case is a cordura, so it's 500 denier cordura throughout the product, behind that you've got a Gore-Tex membrane that's laminated to it. Why is that important? It's important because when it rains, as it does in the UK particularly, you're going to get water hitting the front of this product. There's nowhere for that water to go. There's a DWR coating on the front of this, stands for durable water resilient. The water will run off this and run off the jacket. It will not soak in. Traditionally, jackets are what they term drop liners. What that means is that the membrane is attached to the top here, the bottom here, and then there's a gap between this face material and the membrane, and the water can sit behind that gap, and that's why you get wet, heavy jackets that stay wet for the entirety of the day, making you cold and uncomfortable. When you've got a laminate, that is absolutely tiny amount of water can sit between the fibres of the cordura, so you're not getting water pickup on this like you would get with a drop liner. The other advantage, when you get a ventilation point, so let's go into those vents. On the Kalix 2.0, vents across the top, vents down the side, and a vent on the back as well. When you're buying a laminate jacket, whether it's a Gore laminate or one of the other brands that are now coming through the laminates, the first thing to check is the ventilation points. Not the positioning of them, the ventilation points here. If you put your hand through the jacket and behind this and blow through it, you should be able to feel your breath on your hand. Make sure those vents are full vent points. When you're buying a Rukka jacket, all the vents are 100% guaranteed to be vent points, always. So you're getting full fresh air through the jacket. On some of the cheaper laminates out there, they put a membrane behind those vents and you're not getting the benefit of the laminate because they're putting a membrane behind the vent. So always check your vent points, make sure they're direct ventilation points. So on this one, across the top, as I say, spin it around to the side, large vents down the side. People often ask, why are there vents on the side? The reason is when you're in a riding position, that bows the jacket out and the air catches in those areas and comes through. So that gives you a massive amount of ventilation. Also, vents tend to create weak points in jackets. They've got to be on the jacket, but they create weak points. If you put them under the arms here, it's not a slide area. No one's sliding down the road with their arm up in the air like this. You tend to slide on your front or on your back. So these are less impacted areas of the jacket. So that's where we put the ventilation. Finally, you've got a big exhaust vent on the back here as well. Again, direct air vent with a mesh backing it. So you're going to get all your airflow through, and that's going to stop your jacket bowing out of the back, and it's going to pull the air through from the negative pressure behind you as you're riding. So that's ventilation. So it's cordura base, Gore-Tex laminate, Full ventilation from 5-point. So that's your ventilation and your waterproofing dealt with. In terms of protectors, 500 denier Cordura. As I say, Cordura DuPont, motorcycle material. It's tested as a motorcycle abrasion resistant material. Protector wise, 2 protectors, elbows and shoulders. No back protector included at this price point. There is one available, of course, made by D3O. But what armour are we using in the elbows and shoulders? Here's your elbow armour, here's your shoulder armour. So this is Rukka's XTR Pro armour. So this is made by D3O in association with Rukka, specifically and uniquely for Rukka. Tell you some of the difference between ours and everybody else's. Our product here is much, much larger than anything else on the market. Little example, here is a shoulder protector from a £200 men's jacket. This is a high quality piece of armour from a high quality jacket. And as you can see, this is the CE standard for shoulder protectors. This is what you can have as the smallest size for a shoulder protector. As you can see with the Rukka one, it covers the entire joint. They haven't gone to the CE minimums. It's double the size of a CE minimum. So it's covering the area that needs to be covered. They're not just going to the regulations, they're going way beyond it and way past it. So you're getting full coverage for the whole shoulder joint. This is the case going down your elbows, on your hips and your knees with all the products from Rukka. We're using high-end, large armour. Made by D3O, non-Newtonian fluid armour. When you take an impact on this, the bonds between the molecules will go hard. That will transmit the shock over a bigger area and you're going to let less impact on your joints when you're falling off. So massively protective in the shoulder and the arm area. So that's running down the elbow and the shoulder. So that's your protectors. There's also an active safety element. So again, with Rukka, you've got reflective parts here, running around the arms. These glass beading strips here, if the car's lights hit that, they'll show up. This logo, even though it looks dark on camera, will shine up in the light. Spinning around the back, you've got this area is going to shine and these areas are going to shine. So you've got loads of active safety built in, as well as the passive safety within the armour and the Cordura. Let's go around to the top for some of the comfort features. So neoprene neck, as you'd expect from a Rukka jacket, keeping it really comfortable around your neck, not agitating the area and being annoying, making you lose concentration, and then having less chance of staying on the bike. So neck area, Velcro closure, which is obviously ultimately allows you to adjust the neck to wherever you want it to be, gives you full, infinite adjustment. Little point about Rukka and Velcro, they always use park points for their Velcro. What you'll see on some jackets is that these hooks will come up here, attack the strap on the helmet, attack your face if you've got stubble, and give you little rashes here. Whenever you've got a Rukka product, they always give you somewhere to park it so it's more comfortable when you're walking around or if you've got the jacket open. So that's the Velcro. Flap over the zip to protect it from any road grime, dirt, and also give you a first waterproofing layer. Then you've got a YKK water resistant zip running down the front, popper to snap at the bottom, open that one up. You've got a storm flap, again, Gore-Tex material behind the first zip. So you've got first layer protection, second layer, and a third layer to stop any water getting in the chest and stomach area, which are the main leaking points on most jackets. So as you can see, that storm flap is folded and sewn. So the water will run down and off the side so it won't unsew. So that's perfectly executed on the inside. Opening it up, 2 pockets on the inside. These are your waterproof pockets. So these are large areas all the way around here, both sides, all the way around here. So you've got large capacity internal pockets if you need to store anything waterproof. However, they do have another use. Rukka have now started making chest protectors with D3O. So this is one side of the chest protector. That will fit perfectly inside those pockets. So most casualties on motorcycles now happen in the chest area. You have good head protection, good back protection, arms are protected. This is where the main organs are. So you can now add chest protection inside these as an added extra from D3O with the XTR armour. So that is fully available if you want to use it. Open it up again, mesh material on the inside. Again, if you look at cheaper jackets, they're trying to save money. They'll use polyester material here that will just let sweat drip down it. This is designed to absorb sweat and get it pushed out of the jacket. So it's a wickable material on the inside to increase comfort on the jacket when you're riding with it. Coming around, you've got the full 360 zip, so the trousers, it should zip to any Rukka you've trousers had for the last 20 years. So no problem at all getting the zip to match up. They haven't changed it. It still works. It's on a large stretch panel as well, so it should be easy to do up. Coming around this side, little loop here. On the back of the jacket, there is a crotch strap tucked away on the back here. Undo that, run it between your legs, up through this loop and back down, and that holds that jacket in at the front and the back, so So when the air comes over your screen, comes down and flicks up, tries to flick water up here, it stops that water coming in and up there. Also, if you're wearing this with a pair of jeans, that will hold the jacket down in the event of an accident and stop it riding up. Really useful feature. Not many manufacturers do it, and it's a great part of the Rukka range that they continue to add that feature in. So adjusters down the arms, simple cuff, fully adjustable with the Velcro. You can go from a full summer glove cuff all the way up to the biggest winter glove. Should fit up there perfectly with no problems at all. As I say, YKK zippers all the way through, popper adjustments on it as well. Rukka Kalix 2.0 is a simple Gore-Tex, keep you warm, keep you dry, ventilated jacket. Will work all year round except in the hottest conditions where you should be using either a mesh or a leather or something that isn't got a membrane behind it. So this is going to get you into that Rukka brand with a laminate. Finally, as I said about care, you've got a 6-year warranty on this product from Rukka and a lifetime warranty on the Gore-Tex membrane. So you need to look after it. It's like anything in life, if you want it to last, you need to look after it. Storm product here, all approved by Rukka. One side it goes straight into the washing machine, all the armour out, zips done up. Green side goes in the clean, so that goes in the detergent drawer. Blue side goes in the fabric conditioner drawer. That will keep your jacket looking good, feeling good, breathing properly. It will make it last longer. Make sure you wash your products about 4 times a year to keep them working properly. So that's the Rukka Kalix 2.0. For any more information on this, have a look at the trousers that go with it. Please go to bikerheadz.co.uk and like and subscribe below.